wrapped up the show. Let's start with this. The two best players in the Big 12 this year, and I know it's always arguable, both of them are headed to the pros. Bijan Robinson makes it official. He is headed to the NFL, and he will be, I don't think any doubt, the top running back in the NFL draft, although the running back position is somewhat a little bit strange with the way the NFL looks at running backs. And then also Max Duggan is headed as well to the NFL draft. Not a surprise. He's got some work to do with whatever TCU can do, maybe a game or two left, but he's also headed. There's his Frog Nation letter.
Well, he's never going to be as hot as he is right now. I mean, maybe. I mean, like, he could very well come back and use that last year of eligibility and, you know, shoot up the charts. But being the Heisman Trophy runner-up out of nowhere, nobody had him on their Heisman Trophy long list to begin the year. It was not going to be that, and that's because they knew he was going to be in a quarterback battle to begin the season, a quarterback battle that initially he lost. So right now he's hot, and he needs to ride that wave as much as he can, because it's about that coin right now and making as much as you can while you're still able to. So yeah, I think it sucks for TCU that they're going to have to, you know, kind of do this all over again, but maybe they should feel good because Chandler Morris beat him out in the first place, and then he just got so hot that they didn't have a choice but to keep him in later on.
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of surprised to see that. I just wasn't connecting Max Duggan with the NFL in any way, shape, or form. I didn't think he was going to come back either. I figured he'd go test the NFL waters, but I wasn't 100% sure. You see some of these guys that are more than happy to continue playing out their college careers for as long as they possibly can. But I don't know, part of me was kind of relieved that he did it. Not relieved because I'm worried about playing Max Duggan. I don't have to worry about that, nor do I really care about Baylor having to play him again and seeing him play again. I think, you know, it'd be good for college football in a way, but I think it's good that there's not like this delay. Like, they can just have this great run that they're on, have whatever conclusion they have, and then, you know, start anew next year with Chandler Morris or whoever it's going to end up being, and he doesn't try to come back and relive this and like, oh, well, let's now try to win the national, you know, if they don't win the national title, let's now try to run it back. You know, we always hear that, run it back, and, you know, I'm kind of glad that for once somebody's not running it back. They're just like, hey, this is a hell of a year. Let's close this bad boy on out as best we can, and then, yeah, I'm going to go see what I can do in the pros, and, you know, there's other options in other leagues too, and I mean, I have no idea what to think about as far as his pro stock goes, what he's eyeing or what he's hoping for, or what the NFL even thinks of him. I'm sure we'll get a lot of that information over the coming weeks. But yeah, I wasn't totally caught off guard by that, and happy for Max Duggan. I mean, what a year it's turned into with no expectations other than for himself, and maybe what some of the coaches had for him as far as what they expected his role to be. But he's been great, and, you know, maximized his time under center for TCU, and still has some time to be able to do even more with it. And then Bijan Robinson, I mean, probably the worst kept secret in the NFL draft was him going pro early. Not that it was a secret per se, but, you know, I'm sure he knew for some time what he was going to do, and those around him knew. But I think everybody on the outside, whether you ever even talked to Bijan Robinson or watched him play for more than 5 minutes, if you knew a little bit about him, you knew he was probably going to be a pro pretty soon. So This is not surprising in any way. And, you know, I know DeMarvion Overshown also declared as well. I believe that was yesterday. And so we kind of knew that Texas was going to have some of those bowl sit-outs. So, yeah, that was about on cue.
But Bijan, I don't know. No question he'll be the top running back in the NFL draft. But then you start to see something. He's very special. And really, you look at him and his time at Texas, this is the first year they've made a bowl game with him, you know, right? Am I right about that? I believe so. And so he, fantastic player, great young man, and now he heads into the NFL. Duggan, of course, has very much some work to do with the semifinals coming up, and then the chance for a championship appearance as